You're listening to a 630 WPRO.com podcast brought to you by Atlantic Paper. Call 800-613-0950 or visit AtlanticPaper.com to find out how the Atlantic Advantage can make your life easier.
He is running for Congress of the United States in the 1st Congressional District, a district that was recently gerrymandered, so 7,200 of the votes went into that, who were mostly Democratic. But he still maintains a tremendous lead in the polls. I don't know how long that'll last, because politics is fickle in this day and age and in this place. But we just spoke to Jennifer Duffy, and she says that that it's a toss-up race, and that is not normally the way it is in this district. So Brendan Doherty, just the Chamber of Commerce of America, I guess, United States, they put in a lot of money in this campaign, supposedly unbeknownst to him. So Brendan Doherty, how are you today?
Man, how you doing? I'm doing well.
Doing well. Well, you must feel good because the Chamber of Commerce has put in, I don't know how much. Do you know how much money they put in your campaign?
Not exactly. I'm told that they'll be running those ads for at least 3 weeks, and it was, it was serendipitous because we knew that they endorsed us. We knew they supported our campaign, but I didn't know till I think the morning of those ads. Those ads would start running. So
how'd you find out about it, Brendan?
My campaign manager got a call from someone in Washington to tell him that they were going to start ads in Rhode Island, and I believe there was something online as well.
Something online. So, what did he say?
My campaign manager just told me they're starting ads on TV, and we obviously didn't know what they're about. So that I was somewhat concerned about that, how the ads would run, but when I saw it for the first time, I was very pleased. And it's nice to have the U.S. Chamber of Commerce supporting you, because
they're kind of positive ads. They're not negative ads at all.
Yeah, no, they're positive ads. But just for your listeners, it's an independent expenditure, so I could have no control or say at all what was going to be on there. So
could have been negative as far as you were concerned.
Exactly. So I'm very pleased with what's on there, because here I am endorsed by an organization that represents job growth, so it's important. And also, I'm happy to see that they're running those ads, because it's good for the Rhode Island economy.
Well, the Rhode Island economy is good because they're spending money on all these TVs. They could throw a little money over here at WPRO, I mean, there's a little radio.
I'm sure that'll happen.
Yeah, all right. Now, tell me, how's your campaign going?
It's going great. We just opened our new headquarters on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. at 225 Newman Avenue in East Providence, and rolled out a new web page, a new website, www.dohertyforcongress.com. So it's exciting. There's a lot of energy out there, and I'm just really pleased with
What do you do all day, Colonel? What does your campaign day look like?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I get up early and read 2 newspapers, the Journal and the Wall Street Journal, Providence Journal, Wall Street Journal. Then I head off to meetings. We have, I think tomorrow we have a business roundtable meeting, which is great. There's several business leaders that get together, and we discuss what the concerns of the business community are. I'll go to coffee meetings. I'll go to see seniors, go to the senior high rises. It's been exciting, and it's been well received. So I'm really.
What do you do? Do you bring pasta and beans and meatballs and spaghetti?
Well, we anywhere from pizza to hot fudge sundaes.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going really well, and I'm really pleased with my meetings with the seniors. They recognize my past career and the fact that I kept the seniors safe and people in Rhode Island safe. So that's good. And I talk about securing our Social Security program.
Yeah. So you're for the keeping the Social Security payments to the seniors the way you don't want to see any change over there, do you?
No, we made a social contract with our seniors, and they need to be safe, and our seniors about to go on need to be safe. So we need to look at this program and strengthen it. I want to work with a Congress that wants to strengthen Social Security for our seniors and Medicare as well.
What did you think about the President of the United States endorsing same-sex marriage the other day?
Well, it was a little different. Personally, I'm opposed to same-sex marriage. I think we need to show respect and civility and tolerance for people of all walks of life, but whether or not we agree with them. But we're talking about changing the definition of marriage, and I'm a traditionalist. We should not change the definition of marriage. Marriage is between a man and a woman.
A man and a woman, and it's not between two people who are of the same sex, in your opinion, cannot be united in the same type of relationship that a man and a woman can be united in.
I believe that marriage is between a man and woman, period. Equal, yes. The same, no. They should have the same panoply of rights as anyone else. And
so you just the word marriage troubles you. You could call it something else, right?
We shouldn't change the definition of marriage. So the other rights that people enjoy, people in the civil union should be able to enjoy. But it's 2012. It's just amazing that we're still talking about these things when we need jobs in America. We need jobs in Rhode Island. And I don't know about the timing of this, that this administration came out to make it a political issue. It's just...
Colonel, the ad that's running, sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce, says that you have a plan that I think it says you have a plan to create jobs. You want to share that with us?
Well, what we've been talking about in our business roundtables is to create an environment for consistency for private sector growth. They know that I get it. The private sector creates jobs, so we need to do everything we can through tax reform and regulatory reform, everything we can to help create an environment for the private sector to create jobs. So we're going to be coming out with some other talking points on this as we move on. But basically, look at tax reform, regulatory reform, the ability for multinationals to repatriate. We have an estimated $1.4 trillion overseas that is just parked overseas. That's American money to be brought back to this country to help stimulate our economy, not the economy of others.
The United States today is faced with, in our country, by the end of this year, the Bush tax cuts, unless Congress acts, and I don't think they're going to act because it's, number one, an election year and there's gridlock down there. The Bush tax cuts are due to expire. How do you? I know you you said before you got in a little bit of a jackpot because you were on some TV show and said that the Bush tax cuts were should not be allowed. Should be allowed. I don't even know what the heck they reported. But how do you feel about the Bush tax cuts? Should they be reinstated or should they be allowed to expire?
What that was. What you're referring to is I didn't properly articulate myself when I was talking about tax reform. We need tax reform now in 2012. Should we be still talking about Bush tax cuts 20 years from now, or the Abraham Lincoln tax cuts from years ago? We need tax reform now in America. So Congress is broken. We have, it's the greatest country in the world, but Congress is broken. They can't get things done. They ought to sit down with a bipartisan effort now, and we should have tax reform now. So if we can't, and we know we're not going to be able to, yeah, we need to carry the Bush tax cuts over.
All of them?
Well, there's a whole litany of them. I mean, there's the child benefit, the mortgage write-off. Yeah, but there's some important ones on there.
Yeah. So you are in favor of extending the? If you were there,
we need to extend it now because we know that Congress has about 11. Actually, I think it's a 9% approval rating now. We know they're not going to get done.
No.
So, especially in an election year, which is unfortunate because when America needs Congress the most, they failed us again.
Tell me, Congressman Cicilline is you don't write him off, do you?
I don't write anybody off. I've been competitive my whole life, so the last polls have me up I think by 15 points to the current congressman and about 14 points to the other gentleman who's just entered the race. But that doesn't mean I'm going to sit back and take that for granted. I actually am working harder now because I'm committed to this. I believe that Rhode Islanders need a stronger voice. I'm really committed to this race, Mayor, so I'm out every day and night, and when I get to Washington, I'm going to do the best I can for Rhode Islanders because I think they need it. I think they need leadership, and I'm my own man.
Yep. Governor Chafee today, I guess you don't agree with what he did as far as recognizing same-sex gay couples from outside the state being recognized in Rhode Island as being married. You don't agree with that, I guess, if you don't agree with Obama, correct?
Well, yeah, again, I'm opposed to same-sex marriage, so I truly believe that we need to support other walks of life and be civil and tolerant of others, but don't change the definition of marriage.
All right. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the Chamber of Commerce sponsored ads. By the way, where'd they get those pictures?
It's funny you say that because I was with my mother yesterday, Mother's Day, and she's 85 years old, and she said, I've just got one problem with that commercial you put on. She said, I don't like the clothes you were wearing. I said, I had nothing to do with it. She said, how can you have nothing to do with the clothes you wear? I was trying to explain to her it's an independent expenditure. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that suit looks
she
like
she didn't like the jacket.
Yeah, the suit's a little light, and then they got you in the colonel uniform there. But hey, listen, I don't think they've spent money on just toss-up races where the Republican has a chance to win. That's a feather in your hat.
Yeah, I'm really pleased to have it. I'm actually honored that the United States Chamber of Commerce would come out to that degree.
All right, Brendan Doherty, the Republican candidate for Congress in the 1st District. Thank you, Brendan Doherty.
Thank you.